Okay, so a little bit of the travel time. This right here that you're looking at is a railroad track. They used to run through downtown, and obviously they've encapsulated it. And it used to run right on through there. This is when it was a coal town, I guess. Not too sure about their history, but we're gonna get a travel lesson real quick. You got a couple little, well, you can see some buildings got built in this way, but this is like the real McCoy right here. We got a Red Lobster. We got all the amenities of the big city. This is some of the history that you got going on. Nothing major. This is all the new stuff. Little looks like little water towers, you know, for the tourists. You can see them packing in. So it's about 7 o'clock. People leaving Red Lobster and coming on over. Now this is pretty cool right here. I'm gonna let you see if you can't get this. This is Ohio River. Huntington was the last stop for the trainloads of coal dug from the company's mines in Logan and Minge counties in southern West Virginia. It says here in 1907, the tipple handled more than 300 something tons of coal, located just upstream from today's Harris Riverfront Park. Now, before the Ohio was spanned by the 6th Street Bridge, folks who wanted to cross the river at Huntington had to do so by ferry boat. This craft was originally named the New Pike when it was built in Madison, Indiana in 1877, rebuilt in 1918, and brought to Huntington for use as a ferry. It was renamed the City of Huntington. Boy, thank God we ain't got to do things that way no more. So, we're almost done with the history lesson, folks. Got a little bit of choo-choo train action. Some of the areas, first settlers flowed down the Ohio River on flatbeds, such as this one. Flatbeds couldn't fight the current and travel upstream. They were propelled by men who pushed the boat forward with long poles. They thrust into the riverbed. Generally, the flatboats were beached and sold for lumber when they arrived at their destination. Kind of the old-fashioned scrapping. And then this is a real good one. I like this one. I saw this the other day. When loggers cleared the hillsides of the Guyadoti River trees, they floated the logs downstream on the Ohio to the sawmill in Gudadati, whatever it is. Riding herd on the floating logs was difficult and dangerous work, and those men who did it prided themselves on being tough and skilled. They actually got the name of these boys. You probably can't see it because it's nighttime. But boy, wasn't that a tough one. Now, here's what it says. Did you know Huntington was originally called Holderby's Landing? That must have been Mr. Holderby himself. Or no? Oh, I see how. Okay. When the rail tycoon Collis P. Huntington pushed the tracks of his Chesapeake and Ohio Railway across the mountains from Virginia into West Virginia in 1870, he founded the town that would become the country's great metropolitan center, known today as Huntington. Like countless others, Connecticut storekeeper Collis P. Huntington was drawn to California by the gold rush of 1849. Unlike most, he struck it rich, not by mining gold, but by selling tools and supplies to the miners. Way to go, buddy. Sorry to say, but in Huntington, I guess they sell them drugs, but yeah. It's not really all like that from what I see. When the C&O needed money to push its tracks across the mountains and onto the Ohio River, turned to Huntington. He supplied the money and installed himself as C&O president. So, there's a tycoon born every minute. Now, maybe I'll get a loan for a beer store, eh? Start it up. Peace. Talk to you later.